evening, welcome back to Fournilwrittenalloverit all over. It's another Tuesday night under the lights at FRATTON Park. Burton Albion made the roughly 3 hour trip down, depends on the route you take obviously, but roughly 3 hour trip down to the south coast this evening for a game that's been played on both occasions, home and away on a Tuesday this season. Yeah. Which is interesting. I don't know whether that happens very much. They are making the trip down from Staffordshire this evening, although the stadium, the Pirelli Stadium, falls within a Derbyshire postcode area, so I'm not quite sure what you make of that. A little bit confusing. What isn't confusing, Andrew, is the task ahead of Pompey, which I believe you've been to. Oh, before we go to the sums, we are less than 100 away from 9,000 subscribers, about 80 odd away at the time of recording. So if you want to get involved,
come on.
There's a big button down below. It's probably currently red if you aren't subscribed. Don't want to see red around here. We've been saying it for a couple of weeks now. Really not a fan of that colour, so turn it grey.
We need, at the last games, the remaining games this season, we need to win 11 and draw at least 4 to have any chance of being in the playoffs. We need that magical 75 points.
Right.
So we can only afford really to lose 3 games, which is a really, really big ask. So I'm not saying we can't do it, and we need a little bit of luck, and we need a little bit of...
Which we haven't had for the last couple of weeks.
I think football is about skill and an awful lot of luck. That's the bottom line. Let's face it, we all know that. And you need some players, Tom. You need some class. You need some aggression. You need some attitude.
But you do need it to go your way.
But you do need it to go your way, like it did at Oxford on Saturday and places like that we've been.
And at Fratton Park on Tuesday night as well for that goal.
Against MK Dons and these games, and the times when we've missed hitters from 6 yards out, they've got to go in, these goals, haven't they?
Tonight, Burton Albion at Fratton Park, a team we have never beaten at home in the Football League, Andrew. Danny Cowley has never beaten Burton Albion as Pompey manager either.
My goodness me, this sounds really, really positive.
Well.
He's not working.
Fournilwrittenalloverit, yeah!
We love having you on, Abdul.
Oh, you're so kind.
It's more of an us to you rather than a you to us, to be honest.
Of course we're going to win a game. There's no chance we're not going to win a game.
Good.
Right?
That's what I wanted to hear.
You've got to be. We've been playing amazingly. There's just a little bit bad luck on our side.
Very much
so. You know what I mean? Yeah, on that note, it's going to be great.
And it's going to be a
4-0 game all day long.
4-0 game all day long. We love it. Abdul, thank you. Enjoy the game. Yeah. Boys, score tonight is going to be...
I reckon it's going to be 1-0.
I was expecting you were going to go, it's going to be 4-0 written all over it. That's what I was expecting. Do you want to do it again?
Yeah,
no,
sure.
If you don't want it to be 4-0,
sure.
I do understand.
Yeah.
Oh, he's happy for it. Right, here we go. What's the score going to be tonight, mate?
I reckon it's going to be 4-0 written all over
That's what we'd like to hear. And you, sir, what do you reckon?
4-0 written all over it.
That's what we'd like to hear. Boys, fist bumps all round. You guys enjoy the game.
What do you ask what I'm doing here?
What are you doing here, Sam?
I left my wallet at home, so I'm going to try and get a ticket from here.
From where, Sam?
The ticket office.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
right, sorry.
Gassan's playing, he's starting.
Yes. Is he going to score against us, Will?
Well, knowing us, yeah.
I think it'll be quite an even match, but I think we'll get on top.
Have you got some Skittles there?
Pinballs.
Sorry, I thought they were Skittles from afar.
I really think if you look at all the last games of the season coming up, you can see we can definitely pick up some wins going up, and you culminate last game of the season. Where are we? Away at Hillsborough to Sheffield Wednesday. It screams going to be on Sky Sports again. Last game of the season. Both of us fighting for the last playoff spot. I think it's going to come down to that, really.
Always positive coming to the game. Crackers is starting, Curtis is starting,
Yes.
Thompson's starting. Let's go and get 3 points and go home.
Oh, I'd love it to be 4-0, especially with another ex-player playing today. Last thing we need is him playing against us and scoring a goal. So definitely, I'd love a 4-0 tonight. Definitely, I think the fans deserve it. I think the players deserve it.
You're going to agree with that, aren't you?
I definitely will. It'll be a physical game, but Pompey will come out on top.
I was going to say we'll get your car on the show at one point as well, because I know we need to get that involved.
It was spotted outside the Pompey store the other day. Made sure of that.
Yep, absolutely.
A bubble car?
No, it's really nice actually. It's a
I don't know.
it's an R, isn't it? No, it's going to be an R.
It will be an R.
It will be an R.
GTD.
A what?
A GTD, a Golf.
Golf.
Oh, Volkswagen Golf.
He drives a Duke. Don't listen to him.
Goes fast.
Anything goes fast when you're driving it, doesn't it, Mike? Crikey, sorry, that can't make the edit, can it?
Aye.
Yeah, really ashamed that, sorry, we're not going to be able to carry on now, are we?
Tonight, I reckon we've got a strong possibility now that get the right heads back on, get another 3 points, and playoffs aren't out the window just yet.
Oh!
As long as we stay positive, we need to get them wins back on the cards now, and we're a team that can. So as long as we get them, We're on our way.
Must have heard of 4 fours of horse.
Ball.
Come on!
2 words that first half, and they are Michael and Jacobs.
Yes.
What a player.
Yes.
What a player. Just worked it out. He's played 370 minutes of league football so far
Which is
this
how many
season,
games, Sam?
which is 4.1 games.
Nice.
Right? And he has got 5 goals and 3 assists, which is just about a goal involvement every 40 minutes. His delivery for the first goal is something we've lacked massively. He stuck it straight on the head of Raggett, and Raggett's not going to miss him there. And then the second goal, he's alive, and it's just the finish as well. His composure that we haven't had at all. It's just like a composed finish where Marquis is going to trip over and just scuff it. Where in that position he is just composed, slots it past the keeper, something we lacked. If we do anything good this season, he will be a massive part of it. After the goal, I think we'll be the better side by a long way, yeah.
And would you like to say hello to any viewers out there before we...
all those, I'm going to call you out straight in faces. All those Sunderland fans that gave me a lot of grief for what I said outside the Stadium of Light, which in fact wasn't even that bad, right? I only said you weren't better than Rotherham, right? You've gone on to lose 6-0 and you lost 2-0 at home to the team that's bottom of the league.
And you sat your manager.
You're not that great, all right? Cheers, lads.
For the first time since the 11th of December 2021, Pompey recorded 3 points on the board. Andrew, what did you make of that Pompey performance tonight? Not a classic.
It was tough to play against tough teams, isn't it?
Yep.
Big units, and they were there to hassle us out of it. But I thought we kept control of the game, and time we played some really, really good stuff.
We were impressive tonight, and the performance levels from Saturday were there in earnest, and it ended up reaping the rewards of a result, didn't it?
I've got to say, Tom, John Denver was excellent.
John Denver was excellent. Yeah. I'm glad you spotted that. He has an awful lot of connectivity to his game, doesn't he? Which is very direct with the way he plays. He's an incredibly resourceful footballer. I think it's a really good find, that is, and hopefully he can be contributing more to this Pompey setup with the 17 games to go. And we were saying before, mate, you're on for your 11 wins or whatever it is still. 10 more to go. We'll have to wait and see whether those 10 come off. We're obviously not getting ahead of ourselves. We've got a bit of a habit of doing that on this channel. We've been accused of having a bit of a habit of doing that on this channel. But we won't be doing that tonight. What we will be doing is celebrating the 3 points, and rightfully so, because although it's Burton Albion, Andrew, and there's no need for Portsmouth Football Club to be celebrating 3 points against a team that brings 96 away fans, although credit to those away fans, a long old trip, and I hope they all have a safe journey home. But it's not to be celebrated in that sense, but to be celebrated in terms of the magnitude of the situation surrounding the 3 points, perhaps because it was looking a bit desperate.
No, performance-wise, we played really well at Sunderland, played really well at Oxford, and we played really well tonight. We got what we deserved tonight, frankly.
Yep.
They got the goal. Gassan scored for them, bless him.
Yeah,
which was going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was going to happen, and I'm actually delighted for him, to be honest, because it's his first Burton goal, I believe. So all the best of luck to Gassan in his future, and Andrew's running across the road. It's a lovely little win. We take it, we move on to Saturday. Doncaster Rovers make the long trip down from Yorkshire to the south coast. We've spoken about Denver Hume, we've spoken about Michael Jacobs and all he did for the team, and the work ethic was really strong tonight.
John Denver was the man of the match, coupled with Jacobs as well.
Yep.
But I thought, for me, John Denver was the best player on the pitch tonight.
Excellent. Is there any more for you to add?
No, play at Pompey.
Unlucky Jimmy. That's what I'll add on the end of that as well.
Unlucky Jimmy.
Thanks for joining us. We will see you very soon. Not long to go now before Doncaster's visit to Fratton Park. We look forward to bringing you along on the journey. We've got a couple of away games after that as well. We're off to Crewe and Shrewsbury, which we're probably more excited for now. You weren't very excited on Saturday, were you? But a bit more buzzing now to go to Crewe. Look at that face.
Looking forward to going to Crewe.
Looks delighted about that.
Not very far, is it?
No, neither was Shrewsbury on a Tuesday night, actually. That's a relatively short journey as it goes. Won't take us too long. Thanks for joining us. Keep the faith, and as always, it's been a pleasure tonight to play at Pompey.
Play at Pompey.
Go south, there's a team.